And it is once again Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan. Here's Eric.
Hi.
There's DJ.
What's up?
And once again, our guest, Danny Nixon.
Hey, everybody.
For some reason, we have a full panel for Return of an Old Friend, and we're all so excited to watch it. This is a two-parter, so this will be the episode we'll be watching today, both parts of Return of an Old Friend. And as Eric asked before we started recording, gee, I wonder what old friend is returning. It's like we just keep doing this with Tommy, where we make a mystery where there's only one answer, and it's always Tommy.
Yeah.
Same thing keeps happening. I wonder who's going to come back for the next reunion episode.
And we do it with Green with Evil, and well, I mean, after this, like he sticks around. But you're right, like yeah. Then after Mighty Morphin, we keep doing it with him. Even besides that, yeah, it's great.
I wonder who's one of the only two Power Rangers actors that's going to get to be in the big budget movie.
Yep. For 5 seconds,
after
but he's
he
still
had
going to
all
make
his
a big
fans
deal out
call
of
their public office.
Yeah,
we're big Tommy lovers here.
and then when we do it, well, when we do a fake out with Billy, it's not anyone you've ever heard of. It's like, gee, I wonder who the Gold Ranger is. Oh, it's some alien from space. Okay. Anyway, if you are watching live, thanks so much for being here, folks. Sure appreciate it. Glad you're here. We are... Yeah, and we do it with White Ranger too, Baron OKC. I was going to mention that. But yeah, so if you want to watch it with us and you're watching live, go to the Rabbit Room, and that will allow you to stream exactly what we're streaming. You can watch exactly our feed. And if you're watching this after the fact, you're going to want to get your DVDs or your Netflix, and make sure that you're watching episode 49 of Season 1, Return of an Old Friend Part 1. We are getting ever closer to the end of Season 1 and about to get into the good stuff. I'm so excited. But this is, of course, a decent episode of Season 1, and bringing Tommy back after we should have already finished the season, and this will make the episodes we just watched even more confusing, because they feel like they should have happened before. All of this feels like it should have happened before, but now it can't, because Tommy's here. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Everybody, please press play right now. These last 10 episodes after Doomsday, DJ and I really want to think just happen before Doomsday. That it's just out of order.
Or they're all like flashback episodes. Like, hey, you remember when
we had that discussion that maybe they should have opened with that.
So outside of Tommy returning, is there anything that like in continuity prevents those from being viewed that way in those 10 episodes? Or
I don't think so. I don't think Titanus.
Oh, do we introduce Titanus?
No, we had Titanus before Doomsday.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. And Tommy's sometimes there and sometimes not. But it would have to be at a very specific time, right? Like, and honestly, I don't even know if we've been using Titanus, but he's in the intro. Have we used him at all?
Not in
since Doomsday? I guess not, yeah.
Are these the last 2 episodes of the season?
No, there's 10 more after this.
There's 10 more after
That's what
this?
I'm saying, yeah. There's 60 episodes this season.
What are they doing?
That's what I'm saying. And Jason Frank.
That guy looks like Jason's dad.
isn't he supposed to be?
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Dad.
Oh, well then, good
That
job.
guy's Jason's dad.
Perfectly.
Well, they nailed that according to DJ. Zero says 60 episodes. So yeah, 49 episodes in, we finally see the Power Rangers' parents.
The one episode he's not wearing all purple when his parents are wearing all purple. He's been wearing nothing but purple these last few episodes.
Purple compliments with black.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's wearing his Joker suit again.
Dude, this actually kind of tracks. You see his mom, Skull's mom? Do you guys remember the episode where Bulk and Skull have those girls that are trying to like get them to be their boyfriends, and they wear like exactly what that woman's wearing?
Oh,
like,
yes.
all leather with the police.
Earthquake! DJ, Earthquake!
Oh, did it shake though? Did they shake the camera?
Did they?
I did a little bit.
Only a little bit? I don't know if we should count it.
Okay. Only the best here at Morphin Mania.
But most of Gon's mom.
You do have to count the
That's
cake.
fine.
That is a cake. I will count it.
Yes. There's no denying that is a cake.
I don't believe that Bulk's dad owns a suit.
It's the only one. He's had it for years.
Whose parents is that? Is that Tommy's parents? No, it's Kimberly's
That's
parents.
Kimberly's parents. This is where we find out they're splitting.
He kind of looks like Seth MacFarlane, right? Kimberly's dad?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I see that too. If he
Thank you, random woman.
But yeah, I don't want to sound like I was eavesdropping or anything in my cameo.
it's like the one speaking line that actress has probably ever gotten in her career. That's like her achieving moment.
She goes to Power Rangers conventions.
I told Trini where she was at one time.
See, again, we're using Scorpina a lot in these last 20.
Okay, so he said that the humans seem to consider their importance to be their parents to be very important people. They must have parents, right? Like in the Sentai, Goldar and Scorpina have a kid, but like we don't do that. But like the monsters are made, but they must be born, right? Like they didn't just appear one day.
Yeah,
they must have a.
But it's possible that in their culture, the families are different.
Yeah, they might
That's
not.
not how Rita acts when her dad shows up.
Okay, but maybe she doesn't have that, and they've never seen her dad before.
Maybe. I don't know. That seems weird. That seems like we're trying to be alien, but not thinking it through.
No, that's exactly what it is. I'm just playing devil's advocate. It works. I mean, if we were even trying, the way you do that is they're clearly of different races, right? So you have another one go, well, but my mommy loved me very much. You know, that's how you take care of that.
I mean, how does Master Vile produce a Rita anyway?
Yeah,
It doesn't make much sense.
and how are she and Rito somehow related?
Well, you don't know
but
what
came
his
from the
mom
same
looked like.
parentage, and they could have had different mothers.
Which, by the way,
We don't really know that.
is still a dangling thread. We could still pull back at some point. We've never met Rita's mom.
No, we've never done that.
We've met her son though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gem. That's gonna have to be one of the ones we watch for Overdrive.
Yes, that's the only Overdrive episode anybody
It's
remembers.
unintelligible, though.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
But Adam's
Right,
awesome.
but it's Overdrive.
Adam is awesome.
I love Adam.
And it suggests that Adam is just like wandering the earth like Kane from Kung Fu fighting people.
I do want to go through probably most of, if not all, the reunion episodes.
Yeah.
We might try to work in even the ones that come in Neo Saban.
Will you do the crossovers?
Just so I can
like,
complain about the newest one, because I want to complain about it.
Will you do the crossovers episodes for each season as well? Like, will you do the Ninja Storm Dino? Well, not Ninja Storm Dino Thunder, but like the ones where the
SPD Dino Thunder, but we are doing
you're
SPD.
doing SPD.
so
I'm trying to think of a series that does that doesn't. You know what I mean?
But yes,
yeah,
we get your
if
point.
there are some, we will try to
Will you
do
do the
those.
Lightspeed Rescue Lost Galaxy crossover in the Lightspeed Rescue?
Well, we
Will you do
should.
the episodes
Yes.
that you probably
Since
should?
we're doing all of Lost Galaxy, we definitely should do that. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Okay, but we'll do it anyway.
The Red
Okay,
Ranger
that was
just
some
quit
shit. There was a
halfway
little
through
bit of
and they killed it.
shaking. There's enough you have to count it.
Okay, I'll count it.
This shot would not exist without Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi like invented this with Evil Dead.
You know, that looks a
Jason-
little bit like Jason's dad.
That is enormous. That's kind of cool how they're doing that shot where they have like a soft version of the floor. I like that.
Can I complain about
See, we brought their parents in just to create stakes.
realism and subtlety in Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Skull's parents shouldn't be dressed like Skull, right? He's rebelling against them. Why is Skull's mom dressed like a punk rocker?
I agree with that.
She's trying to be
Is
more.
she trying to be
in
hip
touch
and
with her-
cool?
She's trying to.
Like Alpha, when he says dude.
Yeah.
Maybe Bulk is the one who's rebelling because he's friends with Skull.
Maybe so.
Because his parents dress like.
Perfect lip syncing.
Some of the folks in the comments are suggesting, Lucas Green, that Zed
Yeah,
must
that's
have
a shame.
picked the name Thrax.
So should I count all three shakes in this one, or just
No, just count it as like instant of shaking.
Okay.
Yeah, those are
I think the episode will suffice.
Yeah, those are the aftershocks from the one. So.
What are those boxes? What are we breaking?
Why are there
not
all these boxes here?
Some mover is going to be really mad that all this stuff that they were supposed to keep protected is just destroyed now.
And they're clearly empty boxes, dude.
I just had to go get a lemonade. What happened to all my boxes?
Just let them out here for a minute. I couldn't get anyone to help me move them.
Should we count this as an instance of an evil ranger?
Yes.
So much to count in this episode.
Yeah. It's like counting cryptofix right now. We've never counted this much stuff. It's usually one thing.
You should go back and start over and count all of the I's.
Yeah, we're not doing things like that, okay?
Count each eye individually.
Yeah. There are 137 I's.
You know what? That can be your own personal series on Power Rangers, Aaron. You can have that.
Just
You
do a
got lightning
stupid
on your
cut of
face.
everyone.
Acting. I mean, I like David Yost, of course, but that was
He will
pretty
get better.
amazing. Yeah, he will.
Oh man, his glasses just naturally the way they're lighting it are doing that cool like
That anime thing?
Sin City thing.
It's
where-
awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, the party's there. That's where it is.
All right. Oh, they've got the recycle the earth thing.
Can we stop for a minute
That's
and talk
continuity.
about how dumb what Trini just said is?
Which
What's
is
that?
How can an entire room of people just disappear?
Ask Dr. Manhattan.
Why is that so?
That is the dumbest thing Trini has ever said. Rita is constantly making things appear and disappear, and she's a Power Ranger, and she appears and disappears. You have no ideas. You have no notion as to how this might have happened.
She teleports on a daily basis.
Yeah, on a daily basis. Well, how could this have happened?
They just teleported. They just disappeared.
And then Kimberly immediately says, "What is Rita up to now?" Hey, Trini, you idiot! Rita did it.
That whole room of people just disappeared.
That was a whole room of people.
He just disappeared.
Oh, they were kidnapped. Oh.
I also want to make a clip a video of just really insane things Zordon says with a straight face. I think Power Rangers is a prime thing for that previously an X-Men thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think it's primed for
Why don't we give...
that. What is a drama monster anyway?
Great
Why don't
question.
we give Alpha like a gun or something?
What?
He's always getting screwed with. He's the only defense for Zordon who has no arms.
You're right. He
Give him
needs
a
some
gun or
way to
something.
protect himself. Yeah.
I'm not saying he has to have like stretchy arms and no kung fu and be better than all of the Rangers,
No,
but give him a gun.
Yeah, good call.
that's so annoying in the game.
And look, folks, I'm not against universal mechanical background checks or anything. Okay, like, but I think there needs to be a way. I said that for your benefit, Danny.
The
Oh,
second
in the dark
amendment
dimension.
very clearly states.
We built this set. We're going to use it.
yeah, we are. See, Jason should be having PTSD right now. He went to a different pocket dimension last episode.
Just so many pockets.
Yeah, Rita has a lot of pockets.
Yeah, read the comics. We just abuse the pocket dimension.
Yeah, we love that thing.
It's just like all these different pocket dimensions inside a big.
This is the least dry ice they've ever had, but I think it's because now there's a bunch of it. I think it's because they're like kicking and punching everywhere, and so they're just, dispersing it. You guys need me to read the definition of fog again?
Yes, please. I forgot it in between the 2 days.
Way to remember that was yesterday. Good job.
But do we know what day yesterday was?
Oh,
Off the top of my head, no. No, but we are working on, this is a work in progress. We are working on a calendar so that we're looking at that and we don't ever make that mistake. haven't been saying them because I don't want to get it wrong.
Been a lot of. See you next time, guys.
Yeah. See, tomorrow. But at least I don't have that, well, maybe there's a weekend. Oh, wait, no. I do have that problem. Because there will be some Fridays where I'll say that. Oh, man. I keep ruining it. Right. It's the most unprofessional series on the channel.
Wait. But why? Why didn't you just make them give you the Dragon Dagger and their power coins for their parents? How does getting the Dragon Dagger change the situation? You still have the high ground. I don't understand. How is this a trap?
I mean, it is still a trap because they'll get more of what they want, but they could have just done that the first.
He said the trap was, now I have the Dragon Dagger and you have to give me your power coins for your parents. Why didn't he just...
That's not how blackmail works.
Why didn't he just say, I have your parents, give me the Dragon Dagger and your power coins? Japanese footage.
Lucas says best of Rita's plots this episode.
They were in a city
not based on what you just said.
Whoa, he can play it?
Wouldn't it be really funny if he played the wrong melody and nothing happened? If you're just like, ba, 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 oh man, nothing's happening.
Did you talk about how in the Sentai it's a full song?
No, I did mention that the melody's the same, and how surprised I was by that.
But there's more of it.
There is more of it.
Full song might be stretching it, but it's more than just the same 3 notes. 4 notes? I think it's 5 notes. I can't keep counting notes in my head. It's 5 notes.
You know what? I buy Goldar playing it more than I buy a ranger wearing a helmet.
Their helmets have lips.
He at least is blowing through his face.
T-Rexes are basically dragons. It's just as good.
What would you guys think if in one of the movies those lips on the Rangers' helmets moved?
Oh, that would be awful! Don't even say that. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
Like liquid metal.
Yeah.
Would you like that better than taking the helmets off, though?
Yes.
I knew you were gonna say that. We make it. You know what we do? We make it digital. We make it like a screen, right? That would be like a digital mouth talking.
Man, if I were in a movie studio, that would be in the contract.
Ciro says
you will be wearing your helmet. I do not care how famous you get or how much money we're paying you. You will be wearing your helmet.
Well, what's weird about it in 2017 is they're only even wearing the costumes for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
They get plenty of face time.
It bugs me in superhero movies too.
And none of them are famous. It doesn't matter.
But they could get famous.
Yeah, they could get famous later. But I mean, like, Robert Downey's making $20 million every time he does a Marvel movie, and he wears his helmet more than they did.
But Chris Evans doesn't. Chris Evans spent all of Infinity War without a helmet.
I don't have a problem with that.
And a lot of Civil War.
Captain America's not a character that even really has to wear a helmet for me. Like,
he doesn't have that adamantium skeleton.
That kind of makes more sense to me.
His head can still get punctured.
Well, that's true.
Would you be okay if Bruce Wayne ran around without a helmet for half a movie?
Well,
just like I'm laying low, therefore I don't need a helmet. I don't need a mask.
But that would be a dumb idea because if there was any chance somebody could see him, he has a secret identity. Steve Rogers does not.
Does he?
What is your point? Steve Rogers does not have a secret identity.
Does he not?
No.
I don't know what the American public knows in the cinematic universe of Marvel.
There's an entire museum dedicated to him, so
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
No,
we
do know that, sir.
You're
so
right.
like that's why I never understood your complaint about him not wearing his helmet. Like he doesn't have a secret identity
because he doesn't wear it on missions when it would be protecting him. I don't care if he's hanging around Avengers Mansion not wearing his helmet.
But it mostly exists as a symbol. You don't complain that SHIELD agents aren't wearing masks or helmets.
Well, no, but he has one. He should wear it. It protects him.
I just don't think it's as much of a problem as with other people, but yeah.
I mean, it's not as annoying as Spider-Man.
And how every movie we seem to blow off half the mask.
Yeah.
This is the closest to winning they've gotten.
This is worth putting after Doomsday.
But in Doomsday, they almost gave up being Rangers. Like Zordon gave
Yeah,
up.
they almost give up being Rangers, and they act like they've beaten Rita, and she's not coming back. That's the problem with Doomsday is that they're setting up a season with a different villain, and then they just decide right after that, no, Rita's still around, and Zordon deciding that they don't have to be Rangers anymore if they don't want to because the threat is done makes him look really stupid. Okay. That's why none of this should be happening, and that's why I want all of it to be before somehow.
I thought Doomsday was just the biggest one before the end. So,
but because we're bringing Tommy back, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, based on what happens at the end of this, it could work. Does Tommy stay after this? Because this could happen before.
Yes, he does.
Well, this could be like a coda, and that can make Trini seem less dumb. Where she's like, "What happened? How's a room full of people just disappear?" Because they know Rita's not running around anymore, but she is.
Except we've seen her for the last 10 episodes.
That's what I'm saying. If this was a coda.
Those 10 were earlier.
Oh, sure.
We can make it work, guys. Between the four of us.
So you want this to be the very next episode that happens after Doomsday?
Yeah.
Is effectively what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Is Rita going to make him dig?
Lucas, leap to your doom. Lucas says, why do...
Ectomorphicons.
Lucas wants to know why Rita wants to destroy the coins.
So they can't keep fighting her?
But she wants to tank the market, and it's based off of a gold index. So
maybe she learned in the first after Green Ranger. She's like, well, I can't make sure that they'll stay evil. I'm not just going to pick an already evil person.
Okay, can I ask the obvious question, guys? How come... Oh, gee, I wonder whose feet those are. Can I ask the obvious question?
What is moving in the...
Why wouldn't Goldar... That's the monster.
Okay.
Why wouldn't Goldar immediately break into the command center?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the power.
Well, because he's not a threat anymore.
He has all of them. Right, but just to be on the safe side.
Oh, man, Tommy's in this episode?
Hey, here's the question. What...
Oh, man.
I didn't see that one coming.
So Eric, what if it turns out Zordon has the ability to, whenever he wants to, just make another Ranger?
Sure.
You know? I don't have any reason to think that can happen, but it can, because it will.
Right now, what Zordon should be doing is saying, hey, there's these crystals buried in the earth. I'm going to send you back in time, and you're going to go get these crystals.
There's this Jedi temple?
You're going to have to... Well, you're talking about the Zeo crystals.
Yeah, I'm talking about Zeo because there was also a Ninjetti There was also a Ninjetti temple on Earth and on another planet. You've got two options for the Ninjetti temple. And I'm working on some cars.
And also,
this is not a dire situation.
Also, there are several groups of Rangers in space.
Yeah,
that
why
you
would
could
we
go talk to?
Why don't we call the Aquatarians?
You can call the Aquatarians. You could call the Andros.
They already exist.
They exist.
Zordon gave Andros his powers. That's before he goes to Earth.
Obviously, Lost Galaxy doesn't. And Lightspeed Rescue is leader.
Well, if Zordon knows about Lost Galaxy, he could send people to pull the swords out. Assuming that the Rangers are worthy.
Yeah, he could do that.
There are a lot of options here.
And then Trey from Triforia. I mean, there's a lot of options.
Yeah.
And there must be more Power Ranger teams than
there's a whole Ninja Academy that
that literally trains people to become Rangers.
Rockman says call the Ethiopians. We have this whole thing about we made up the Ethiopians.
If there's time travel, because we know that's within Zordon's power, we could just send one person to Time Force and be like, hey, can you lend like a Ranger or two?
I forget, does Zordon ever make them time travel?
Isn't that what... yeah, because he sends them back in time to get the Zeo crystals. He doesn't send them forward, though.
I'm trying to remember how
or it's like a vision quest.
I can't remember how it happens, though.
I think he just sends them, right?
We'll see.
I mean, I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah. But I can't remember if there's anything special that allows him to do it or if he just does it. Anyway, so here comes Return of an Old Friend Part 2. Get ready to press play when I say now. Everybody watching this after the fact. And if you're watching live, use the rabbit room in the description and you can watch exactly what we're watching. Lucas Green says, you're right. Didn't Zordon make the White Ranger coin, or was that also from Ninja? No, they make it. And they act like it's really hard to do, but then they just do it.
Yeah, but it does take time.
Yeah, and it takes power, I guess. And I think, like, Zordon has to deplete some of his own power, that kind of thing. Like, they try to make it seem like a thing that is risky or something. You can't do it all the time, yeah. But like with so many things in Power Rangers, it feels pretty vague.
No,
Anyway,
and that's the least of the options right now because that takes time, and he would only be able to make one more.
yeah,
Like there are ways to get other teams right now,
well, that's true. You can't do it right now.
or
yeah.
repower your current team.
Yeah, but you can't do that if you don't have coins, because they don't have to make coins.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. So you get another power, right?
Yeah.
You got to go to the Krispy Kreme and then you get the powers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. So if the 2017 movie continuity had its own version of Power Rangers Zeo, that would mean that the Power Rangers would be powered by what makes life happen.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty powerful, man.
But not absurd for Power Rangers.
No, that's true. I'm trying to make that sound ridiculous, but I can't, can I?
No.
That's fair. All right.
So Tommy is just like, Tommy is totally the Boba Fett effect, right?
He's here more than Boba Fett.
But he comes in for a couple episodes and he immediately gets depowered and he doesn't do much. He just shows up for a little bit. He just looks really cool. And then he comes back.
Well, and Tommy doesn't even have additional novels and comics to beef him up. I mean, I guess he has now some comics and stuff. But like prior to like 3 years ago, he had no additional books and comics to actually make him an interesting character. There's no Karen Travis for Tommy.
Yeah, but once he is main cast, he's not any more or less drawn than anyone else.
That's true.
Yeah, and he comes back quite often in subsequent series. Because I remember him in, is it Dino Thunder that he comes back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and keep in mind, like, he is the leader all the way through half of Turbo.
Are they? And all of Zeo.
Yeah, but that's like all the way through half of Turbo.
Yeah.
Going all the way up from right now onward, really.
Are they wearing different clothes? I feel like that's not the clothes they were wearing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wrong.
Yeah,
I've got a whole room full of people.
and I know I reviewed this year. I'm pretty sure Tommy sticks around after this, and this is where we start and this is why also it's problematic that there are this many episodes after Doomsday, because this feels like we're starting a plot that is for season 2, because this is what his plot's going to be until we get to White Light, which is he can morph, but he has hardly enough power to keep being a Ranger.
Which makes me think, okay, it's either coincidental or they finally got to see some non-fighting Sentai footage, because that is the Green Ranger premise there, is that he's depleting his life energy every time he morphs. Well, not morphs, but leaves a cave, but similar thing.
Yeah, which is more like real character trauma, because it's actually hurting him. And this is just, I mean, okay, there are a couple places where they kind of act like it's bad for him physically, like it might hurt him. But most of the time, it seems a little bit more like it's just, you might not be able to be a Power Ranger anymore.
With the great power, you can do anything. Unfortunately, you have no power, so you can do nothing.
Yeah, he's getting his temporary powers.
So Zordon just said he's going to infuse his own power into him.
Yes. Ooh, I actually heard the train this time, Danny.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That was
There
a
it
pretty
is.
dramatic turn. That almost looked like real acting. Yeah, screw that building.
It's the most praise he's going to get from Eric, probably.
I love wrecking buildings. I don't dislike just Chase David Frank.
That
Well,
looks like
I mean,
Giant Goldar.
he does things that makes me not love him, but like I don't dislike Tommy.
Okay, it's a little bit weird that Zordon gave a big goofy smile before he disappeared. That was his smiley face.
You don't know what's on the other side.
On the other side.
Oh, you said disappeared. I thought he was disappearing.
Well, not disappearing. It's just like he was there and then he wasn't, and now he's there again.
Yeah, it feels good.
I love giving other people my powers.
Don't
It's
touch
amazing. I have my terrible shield again.
I'll give you my lightning, but none of my precious bodily fluids.
Oh. I'm not going to do anything to make your costume look better.
No.
Lucas says, I'll take Dragonzord over Tiger because it's got a Godzilla mech, and
Missile fingers.
and it doesn't need to transform to fight giant monsters.
Yeah. Everybody likes Dragon better than Tiger, right?
So he called him a powerless ranger. Is that the first time we used that insult? That's a pretty obvious right there insult.
No, really, that's very 60s Batman. I don't know if we've used that before. You'd think you'd hear that all the time. That's so Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
You'd think you'd hear that all the time. I said 60s Batman. It's more like Saturday morning cartoon.
The villains just say it so often, it just becomes what they naturally say, like Tim Burton's X-Men. Like, I can't remember what that movie's called. I just called it Tim Burton's X-Men so much, just what I called it. They just keep calling them Powerless Rangers. They're not even doing it to be mean at this point.
I used to know the name of that movie, but you say that so much, I can't remember it right off.
Miss Peregrine's Home.
Miss Peregrine, there it is.
Yes.
I knew it was Miss something.
Man, that movie came out and everyone forgot about it immediately, except for me, because I remember this Tim Burton's X-Men.
Thomas asks if Zordon can transfer his consciousness into someone else. No, I don't think he can do that. Although I don't know the limitations of Zordon's powers, and neither does the show.
I would think he can't put himself in like a robot body or something. But maybe if
otherwise,
there was like
a
clone vessel, like maybe it has to be organic. Like maybe if there was like an organic vessel, he could put his consciousness in.
What I don't understand still is if Zordon isn't, again, until we break the tube and his energy goes out everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Right now, he's still in a different dimension.
Right, because he's in a different dimension and he knows where he is if he somehow moves dimensions. We have that whole thing in Agreement with Evil, and we've talked about it. I'm not sure he's so non-corporeal. He could be a physical body somewhere, and he's just projecting that head.
Mm-hmm. But could he project it into another body?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've never been trapped in a time warp, so I don't know. But if I'm ever trapped in a time warp, I'll let you guys know what dimension I'm in, and you can try to help rescue me, and then we'll figure out. And then I'll tell you.
That's a fun disappearing effect.
See, even he's talking about it now. It's all we do on this show is we talk about the transition effects and teleporting effects.
Do
you feel like there's some jokes that we should just draw a line and say like we just don't use these anymore?
Like hamna,
saying mommy when you get hurt, things like that.
We saw that last episode when the with all the Rangers' parents.
Well, these parents were involved there.
Folks' mommy was actually there, and he was like, "Mommy."
That's different. That's actually being used in context.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not really the danger right
This is the Rita version of the song.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. Yeah. Yeah, if you've listened to...
How does his power affect the Dragon Zord? What does it matter if he's weak? He's inside the Dragon Zord. The Dragon Zord just run around wrecking stuff without him.
Right? Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't really matter because this
seems like a weird time to be worrying about his power level.
Yeah.
Man, when you see Scorpion's monster form, them as a couple makes way more sense.
Yep. But yeah, it's the Dragon Zord's there because of the dagger, not because he's morphed.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't make a difference as long as you got the dagger. And look, there's the dagger.
Oh, is he on the ground?
Whoa, that's weird.
Why wouldn't we show him when we say he's losing energy? Okay,
this is why that matters.
Right, but why wouldn't you cut to him losing in the fight? Why are we showing the Dragon Zord?
Yeah, we should have seen that first. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Where'd he go?
How could this possibly happen?
How could one person disappear?
Rockman wants to know if being trapped in a time warp would be better than being in Spawn here. I don't know. It kind of depends on whether I'm being forced to review something and what it is. But if I'm just bored, like there's nothing to do, maybe I'd rather have Spawn comics. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Would you rather have to deal with overbearing?
Oh no, sad, tragic piano music. Sorry, what?
Said, would you rather have to just deal with overbearing teenagers all the time and a whiny robot?
Yeah.
Oh man, these things are very difficult to compare. I'm not sure. I'd have to experience that first.
I feel like they could at least, when they're not doing anything, like when Zordon's just got like downtime, they could at least do the Ape Sapien thing where they've got like books propped up so like he can read and like Alpha turns the pages for him.
He doesn't have to just lay there being bored. Yeah, just reorient the viewing globe and put some cartoons on it.
Yeah.
to make Tommy Captain Planet.
Go watch some like Voltron and Gotcha, man, and get like figure out what Ryu's gonna do next.
It's cool that they're different colors.
Yeah, not a given.
That might seem obvious.
Black
but
is not there though.
Was it not?
I didn't see black.
There might have been a white one in
I
there.
think it was like a light gray.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about this.
Hey, we got time to fill, man. Hey, we could talk more about Scooby-Doo Mania if you want.
No, stop it! Stop
Oh,
it!
yeah, you doing Scooby-Doo, man?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. But now we have 3 people here that want to talk about Scooby-Doo and not me.
Did you hear that they're finally gonna fight the 13th ghost?
Yeah, someone was talking about that in the comments. They're finally getting closure for it.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's
Why-
unfortunate Vincent Price is dead.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
why are we doing this transition where we take the frame and move it around before we throw
That
it away?
makes more
We've
sense
never done
with, like,
that.
with like a clock-based villain, right? Where it's like a pendulum, or a pendulum-based villain.
Yeah, but they've never done transitions that are based on the theme of a monster at all.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should think about that.
Yeah, that's not too silly for the show. See, I didn't think anything was too silly for the show until I saw the remasters.
Or the pig
What?
episode.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about in editing. That's all I'm talking about.
Oh, he's in this quarry the whole time.
So he's just been like digging around into the dirt this whole
Yes.
episode.
He has fun.
Yeah, but it's weird to do a big reveal in the second episode where it's like, oh man, we finally see him, and yeah, he's
But
a
also,
monster.
we saw him in the first episode
Yeah, we
just
saw
when
him
they
in
were
the very
talking
beginning.
about him.
Oh yeah, we didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
But if you missed that first episode, this is the first time we get to see him.
that's true. I mostly didn't miss that episode. I was mostly here. Oh man, they got tops on their heads.
I was thinking beehives.
I was thinking tornadoes.
What were you thinking, Danny?
I was actually thinking twisters.
Oh,
Wow, we
such
all
so
thought of
Texas
4
of you.
different things.
Well,
Twisters
Twisters
and
are pretty
tornadoes do the
similar.
same thing. I meant words. We thought of different words. No, he's been unconscious this whole time, right?
Not the whole time, just since he teleported.
Oh, okay.
What?
Get her!
This
Evil
is
Rangers?
Telltale footage. Does this count as Evil Rangers?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it does. Okay, so I have a question. Is that footage from an episode that we just never adapted from, or is that more footage they made for this? Because
It looked old.
that
Well,
has story
making,
stuff.
They're not
That's
making
weird.
footage for us yet.
Yes, they are. I looked this up. Yes, they are. They make footage for these last 20 episodes of the season.
Really?
Yes.
I was always under the impression it was only. Well, that makes
I know
sense.
that's what I thought too, but we looked it up because somebody mentioned it. It's called by fans Zoo 2.
But I thought that was season 2 footage.
No, that's some of it's this footage
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Apparently, I was skeptical of it. That's what I read.
Okay. Then maybe all of the Ranger footage in season 2 is us? That can't be
Because
right?
I'm not sure, but the idea was when they made 40, when they made Doomsday, they thought they were done, and then the show was so popular they decided to make more. So but they ran out of footage,
Mhm.
so they asked them to make more.
Okay. I thought
So they
that
must
was
have gone
season
on a
2.
break and
Okay.
come back. But that's how you get and that's why DJ and I keep saying this should be considered like 1.5.
Mhm.
Remember X-Men 1.5? You ever watch that?
Yes,
I don't even think the movie was any different. I think it just had bonus features.
it was just a bunch of bonus features. Yeah, and they should have done another cut that put in all the deleted scenes because a lot of those scenes needed to be put back in that movie.
Yeah.
And when 1.5 came out, I got excited about that and thought they did that because why would you call a release that without a new cut? But they did.
Remember
Well-
Spider-Man 2.1 or whatever?
2.1.
2.5?
Yeah, but
2.9.
that did have additional
1.5.
footage.
Yeah, but it was like 3 minutes of extra fights.
It was not. Yeah, it was like the Electra director's cut. It was nothing.
Well, it was alternate stuff, so it wasn't even that much longer.
Oh, was it really?
Was there alternate stuff?
The elevators are
I
a whole
don't-
different. A whole
I don't
different.
think I don't think I ever saw
But
it.
they clearly did like
I just
15
knew
takes
about
in the elevator for
Yeah.
that. Because there's also a different joke in the trailer that I remember liking better, but don't know what it is.
Yeah, I remember it too. It's like it rides up in the crotch a little bit.
No,
or
that's
is
what's
that
in the movie.
That's what's in the movie. That's right.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.1, the only reason to watch it is for the scene where Jonah puts on the Spider-Man suit.
Oh, yeah.
See, I heard about that. I've never seen it.
Which is now a meme.
Pretty funny.
You can find the
Lucas-
clip on YouTube. It's pretty good.
Lucas asked if we imagine it's easy to get in those monster suits. No, I'm sure that's hard.
How do you get in the Megazord suits?
I would imagine it actually comes in pieces. I would imagine you have leg pieces, chest, arms, and a head. I would think.
And
I know
then
Godzilla sometimes
would
in a
connect in.
three-piece suit.
Have you seen the video of the person who makes like a life-size Lego suit out of cardboard? That's basically how it is you step in the legs and you put the body over, then the arms, and then the head. So it's probably the same concept for it, yeah.
But na. See, now it's serious, so it got dark outside.
Is this Wasserman?
It's got to be, yeah.
Some instrumental stuff?
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, shields didn't work so well. Should put 150% into the shields.
It's a pretty crazy episode.
Yeah.
It's at night, which never happens.
Well, it's like
It's
dusk.
consistently at night right now. So, it's just supposed to be dusk?
Well, no, dusk. I'm saying it's just dusk. It's not night.
It's just
The
dust.
sun is going down.
Don't worry.
That's cool.
Like, I will barely take any explanation you feed me. No, see, there's a lot of dust in the air, Cap. You just missed where they talked about that. Thomas Edgell says reboot is a bad idea. It's like, no, Kimberly, don't reboot the show.
Not this early.
Don't do that.
That comes later.
That comes later.
Actually, it'll never come.
Yeah, we've not rebooted the show yet. Well,
No.
kind of.
We'll
I
see
guess
with
not.
Beast Morphers.
We've made shows that are technically in different universes
Yeah.
that are all canonical, says the new tribute show.
Well, it's interesting how many things in Power Rangers are canonical, but have never actually been said in the show. Like, we knew RPM was an alternate reality, but it was just, like, nobody ever said it. It was just, like, word of God kind of a thing.
I mean, I don't know how in that show you could have if.
Well, it was supposed to be the end. It's just moving forward. It was
Oh,
like,
I
well,
see. I see.
obviously the world's not going to basically end when I'm building towards a Mad Max future.
You know, besides Goldar's weird blackmail thing, that was one of their better plots.
It was almost like a real plot.
Yeah.
Like a scheme, even.
Except they're manipulating something. Except, as always, I'm going to complain that Rita could have thrown a lot more at them because she seems to have unlimited power.
We messed with the memories of our parents. Without their consent, I assume.
Yeah, but that's up to Ranger Code.
Tommy has like the modern haircut with like the shaved sides.
Yeah, he was an early adopter of the man bun.
So see, he's going to be here for the rest of this, and it's going to make the rest of the season feel like 2, except without Zed.
Hey, is that Jason's dad?
His dad looks a lot like Dice Clay, the greaser comedian or whatever his name
Andrew
is.
Dice Clay?
Andrew Dice Clay, yeah.
I'm glad someone knows what you're talking about.
Wait, does Kimberly have 2 dads?
So she has
Stepdad?
a stepdad or someone dating her mom. I can't remember, but
It makes sense. That's her real dad and her mom. Her mom moved on to Seth MacFarlane over there.
But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is this is the closest that any of these characters really get to like real, like personal, regular, everyday person drama.
Surprising that they even would think to do that.
And I know, and we have. And that's, kind of part of the sitcom portion where, sitcoms would try to do like serious things like that every now and again. But we have continued, we're not counting pie throws. I guess we could have done that.
Oh no.
But
Jason's dad was about to murder them.
But we have continued to do that. Well, here's a food fight though. I think we're counting those.
That's not at all what Jason's dad looks like in the 2017.
We are not counting food fights, but
we're not counting food fights. We don't need to count food fights. I
third
don't
one
care.
already.
But we have already had 3 of them. I don't know how much we get this in other shows, but
This is why Ernie's going out of business.
I mean, well paid for, right?
No, it's on the house.
see, this crap is the reason that Ernie had a hard time keeping his business open. This is why he was going out of business.
Yeah, Cap.
Now it's literally on the house.
Ah,
Thanks, Eric.
yeah, expect those kind of puns with him. You're
Yeah.
gonna get that. The actress who plays Miss
we're
Appleby,
never gonna be old.
I talked to her a little bit, and she said that that particular episode,
Bee monster.
they could not get all that food off the ceiling. It was there forever.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
she said it was awful,
I bet.
and she said it took a really long time to get cleaned up from that food fight. Yep. Well, there we go. There is Return of an Old Friend, and now we're back to Six Ranger status quo, and we're gonna deal with a whole lot of can Tommy morph because he doesn't have a lot of power, and then we're supposed to feel really sad because he can't morph all the time.
So this is where all that stuff is, because I was wondering why we didn't have much of it early.
I know. I always remembered it as being what Green Candle was about. It's not. It's
Is that not what Green Candle's about?
That's not what Green Candle's about.
That's what it's about in the Sentai.
I know.
That Green Candle represents his life.
Yep. No, I mean that is where we get rid of it, but that all felt like it lasted longer because it's here, and this is where that becomes just the standard status quo for a long time. So yeah, Zero says 10 episodes to go. Yay, that's exciting. This Roboto Ernie was really Zordon. What a twist. We will see you guys again very soon with another Morphin Mania. Thanks a bunch for watching. Sure appreciate it. This is the end of our bat shooting tonight if you're watching live. So join us again next Wednesday night. And if you're watching this in 2019, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you again tomorrow. I am Captain Logan. This was Eric.
I was Eric.
And DJ.
That's me.
Thanks for doing it as always, buddy. And our special guest, Danny Nixon.
I was Danny Nixon, I think.
Danny, I hope you had a good time, buddy.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. This is the most Power Rangers I've watched in months.
He's already sick of it. He's never doing this again.
It's very formulaic.
Danny, come back again soon, buddy. We sure appreciate you. And we will see everybody again. Thanks for watching, guys.